Hello everyone, my name is Liz. How are you? Welcome back to my page. And today I'm going to share with you a fun experience. It was actually unexpected moment from one of my classes in Sipar last few weeks. It really got me thinking, and not only me, it really got us thinking and pausing in the best way. So what happened? We were playing a timeline game. So I divided them into two teams, Team A and Team B. I printed images of different artworks from different eras of the Philippine art, from ethnic era or pre-colonial era down to contemporary. So I handed out the images to them, representing different eras, and had them raised to the board to stick each artworks correctly on the correct timeline. So whoever got the most number of correct images posted on the correct timeline or correct era got the most number of scores. So that should be declared as a winner. So it went smoothly from the start. Everything was going smoothly until one artwork stop everyone in their tracks. So it was only one. I think it was only in one section. So after pasting, after once they were done, uh, sticking all the images to the board, I let them sit down, and after which I went to the board, look closely, and check each of the images that they posted on each of the timeline. I just written on the board the timeline from pre-ethnic, Islamic, Spanish, American, Japanese, modern, down to the last one, which is contemporary era. So the same timeline on the left, on my right side for team B. So this was team A and team B. So I check all the images if everything were posted or stick to the board, and I check if it were actually put on the correct timeline. So while we were checking, I asked the representatives from each of the team to check or to cross-check each other's or each other's group work if they were all correct. If they think na correct ang paglagay niya ng images on the correct timelines. After which, while I was checking, there was a common mistake or common picture na both of them got it wrong. So we actually paused at this particular painting right here with the image here above me. So what happened was they were confused whether if this art belongs to modern art or modern era or to contemporary. But uh, why do you think they got confused? Because when we were discussing the description, or we were discussing the lesson timeline of Philippine art, we are so much focused on the description. That's how students typically understood the lessons or study the lesson when you give them. So they will just read the descriptions, learn it from the heart, and there was one particular description of the modern era wherein this style, more like abstract style, actually started during the modern times. And at that time, pero bago pa na recognize ang modern era, it has been existing at the time of um, Victorio Idades, but it only flourished during the modern era. But there was already an existing abstract style, or we call it as non-representational category of painting or painting style nung panahon ng American era. Pero it was not recognized because it cannot be understood. So they don't know what it means if it's non-representational or parang ano lang, mga lines lang or not clear ang images. So hindi siya realistic, kumbaga. Like sa realistic painting na clear ang imahe ng figures ng tao, but when it comes to abstract, hindi siya ganoon ka pag-present. May mga hidden images, hidden shapes and forms, so different styles. Hindi pa yun uso. And it only got recognized during the modern era na time. So if we are to be asked, who is the father of the modern Philippine painting? It was none other Victorio Idades. Pero kapag ang tanong is who is the father of Filipino painting, it was Fernando Amorsolo. Siya yung pinakauna nating pintor. Pero kapag nilagay mo yung modern Philippine painting, so we coin it from Victoria Idades itself. Siya kasi nagpauso ng mga abstract style or non-figurative style of painting. And then we stop here because they thought that this one belongs to modern era. So magkatabi lang yung modern era. So there was total silence at this time, on this part of this particular painting. It was a total silence, and somebody's saying that mom sa contemporary na siya. So transfer the image to the contemporary timeline, and nag-ask sila, the two of the students asked, ma'am nga, contemporary siya, so modern na siya, ma'am. So, I got curious and I got interested, and I'm really happy and pleased to hear them asking. So, that means they are critically engaged with the lesson, and of course, that particular topic that we were having. So, our discussion went interesting. So, kumbaga, I like students who are curious and who are not afraid to ask questions. So, kumbaga, the joy of the teacher is kung may nagtatanong ng mga students, so they are engaging. So, kumbaga, it's a sign, para sa akin, it's a sign that they're opening their critical thinking abilities. So they are started to check on the styles of the artwork. They are going beyond what I have given them. So, kumbaga, nag-iisip na sila. So, they are analyzing the images. Paano siya naging contemporary? It's because when we were discussing the definitions of modern art, ang alam nila is more on abstract, non-representational, yung mga kuris-kuris, but it's an art. Kumbaga, kung may mga symbolism, Cubism, Impressionism, those are the most commonly known na style ng painting or art at modern era nga time. Until such time na pumasok yung contemporary era. But what they didn't know, that the painting that they're looking at through this image was actually a painting of one of our famous contemporary artists, Ronald Ventura. So, bakit siya naging contemporary art? So, if they don't know the title, they don't know who's the artist, and most especially in the most important is ang year kung kailan ginawa or print or kailan pininta yung larawan o yung particular painting na nasa image ko sa taas. So, if you don't know the year, how would they base or which particular era it belongs to? So, doon na naging exciting yung lesson because they have to critically analyze or engage or immerse themselves, kumbaga, sa painting. Saan ba siya na-belong? If you don't know the year when it was created, ano yung next na basihan mo to categorize whether it's contemporary or modern? Dito lang naman siya naging confusing na part. Whereas previous eras like colonial, Islamic, Spanish, it's just very easy to recognize. Pero yung style ng modern and contemporary, para siya nag-overlap. So sometimes or others says that contemporary art means the modern art that we have because the description of contemporary art sa ibang mga resources, it says there that contemporary art means the contemporary or the artwork of today. Pero hindi pa yun ang kabuuang meaning ng contemporary art. So kapag sinabi mo contemporary art, nakabase lang ba ito sa date or timeline kung kailan nagsimula yung contemporary era? Well, in the fact that contemporary era has started from 1970s up to the present. Pero dito sa Philippines, dito sa Pilipinas, it was only got recognized at the start na inaward natin yung unang pintor, contemporary artist at during the year 1975. So sabi ko sa kanila, we will start checking the artworks from 1975 up to the present. This painting right here, with the title Halo, painted by Ronald Ventura during 2011. At the same year, nabenta siya noong 2011. Ang Philippine value ng Philippine pesos at that year was around 43 pesos, something. So, na-research ko na. So, 43 pesos. So, it was valued sa auction sa Hong Kong. Let me double check to make sure na tama yung price binigay ko. Yes, it was in the auction at Christie's auction sale, 8.4 million Hong Kong dollars. Magkaiba yung Hong Kong dollars at US dollars. Mura yung Hong Kong dollars. So ngayon, it's just around 13, 7. So, mura yung Hong Kong dollars compare sa US dollars. So, ang 8.4 million dollars or Hong Kong dollars, kapag in-equate mo siya sa US dollars, it was only around 1.09 million US dollars. So, at that year, since 2011 pa yon, ang value ng pesos at that time was 43 pesos. So, 43 pesos times the mean value ng US dollars, so 1.09 million US dollars times 43 pesos, it will give us 46 million 870,000. So 46.9 to round up into one decimal place. So yun ang naging value ng Halo na painting ni Ronald Ventura that was auctioned and sold in the same year, 2011. So, bakit siya naging contemporary art or contemporary era? Aside from the known fact that the year it was painted was 2011. So, kung di mo alam yung year, pupunta tayo sa style ng painting. That's where we will be diving into the painting even more. So, dito na kami na simulang mag-discuss why it belongs to contemporary era based sa images or base styles and base sa painting, sa theme. So, pasukin natin yung tema ng painting. So, if you are going to zoom in this picture, actually, you can screenshot this image or you can find this if you know this painting, or you can Google it, Ronald Ventura's painting Halo in 2011, or just Halo by Ronald Ventura, and you will get to see this image in full screen. So, kapag zoom in mo ang picture ng painting na to, and if you watch closely and just think for a moment, anong tema ng painting to? So, painting to is more on like, there was a woman at the center, there's an ocean behind her, and kumbaga parang hindi lang siya isang tema. Nakaganon siya. Parang chaotic. Parang sasabog ka na gusto mo na sumigaw. So, more like mental depression, anxiety. So, marami siyang tema. And kung makikita mo yung very HD clear image ng painting, Ronald Ventura is actually known for his layered parts ng painting. So, mahilig siya mag-layer ng paint sa canvas, or yes, sa canvas. And sometimes there's a style na common sa kanya, yung parang you can peel the layer to reveal the inner image sa larawan or sa painting niya. So kung titingnan mo, he uses mixed media styles, very aesthetic, and yung juxtaposition niya and absurdity. We have here sa image, meron tayong flaming bulldog, if you zoom in. Merong rainbow stripe elephant slide. Merong Ferris wheel in ruins. And a person na sabi ko nasa gitna, seemingly overwhelmed, na para balang chaotic na gusto niyang sumigaw. Imagery is more of a typical contemporary theme. So this is contemporary theme. Ito yung mga tema na nagsimula lang ng contemporary art. Mental health, overstimulation, or possibly sociopolitical. Kumbaga, kung titingnan mo, para siyang the duality of a person, the good and the evil. And ang narrative,
It's 11 o'clock.
sorry for that, a narrative and ambiguity and open interpretation. There was no officially released artist statement about the Halo. Pero kung titignan mo siya, para siyang ano, hindi siya, there was no single story. Maraming ganap sa painting na to. Walang single nga theme. Instead, it encourages more on debate. So, napakaganda na dito kami nag-stop. Dito sila nagtanong. And at this particular very interesting painting, ano naman siya eh, kumbaga, uh, masarap pakinggan that they are asking questions, so they are ready to learn and they are curious to know more about why it becomes contemporary. So, kailangan nilang tutukan or i-analyze yung painting. Ano ba yung sa tingin nila nangyayari sa painting. So, just like become an art critic. So, hindi naman tayo perfect na we are not the judge. I'm not a judge of an art. So, I am just discussing it from the heart and with the materials that I have. Yung emotional and psychological themes present sa painting ni Ronald Ventura na Halo belongs to contemporary time. Like the central figure that we have here on this painting covering her face, it gives us hint, yung sabi ko na kanina, anxiety, confusion, or despair. These themes are more common during contemporary art. The artists respond to modern life, psychological pressures, or dilemma. So, common lang siya at nagsimula lang siya during sa contemporary art. So, I hope that answered the question why this painting Halo belongs to contemporary era other than the fact na year. So, ignore muna natin yung year kasi wala akong binigay na name ng artist because it was a game. Wala akong binigay na year. So, and I even took all their cell phones. So, pinaligpit ko yung mga cell phone. Alright, so I hope that is now clear why this particular painting of Ronald Ventura belongs to contemporary era without knowing the year. So, based on the themes that were present or that can be observed from this painting Halo. So, Ronald Ventura is one of our famous contemporary painter that challenges our idea of holiness. This one is more like distorted figure, distorting the halo, kumbaga. So I hope you understood now that sometimes it is very important now we are physically, not just physically engaged with the topic, but as well as you are thinking beyond, outside the box, kumbaga, sa aton pang common terminology. So I hope that inspired you for the day. So I'm really, really eager to share this the previous days pa. Kaya lang I'm very occupied and just a lot of things are going on these days. So just want to share this one. Thank you so much for watching up until this time. See you next time. Have a good one.